heard on the...
Bruh.
Okay,
What
well,
are you doing,
if you're just tuning in on YouTube, I forgot to hit record, so here we are. T-Bone, what you doing? Tyson's in the studio with us tonight, our puppy. Hey, Pupper. What you doing? Do you have anything to say? Woof.
Tyson, come here. Come here.
All right. So, I'm going to kind of backtrack a little bit to, we did some special podcasts. Justin and I did the mate debate, and then we had Emily on to talk about our vacation. And so now back to reality for a couple of weeks. I am going to be pretty transparent with you. I have been having some struggles, and so I told myself that when we got back from our vacation that it was time to get it in check. I told myself, like, this is it. This is your last hurrah of doing nothing, and I need to get out of the slump that I'm in. Enough feeling bad about yourself, Kelly. Start being accountable for things versus just feeling sorry for myself, and make goals and stay busy. I've been telling myself positive affirmations every day, so and to just kind of stop self-sabotaging myself, and to accept situations and stop trying to like change everything, because it is what it is, right?
Yep, it is what it is.
So at the Monday after our vacation, it was my mom's birthday, and that is always a hard day for me. I talked about that a little bit on the last podcast, but I'm just trying to remember. I can't remember what we talked about when we didn't, so I apologize if it's repetitive. So work was tough. I got through it, and I told myself, like, all right, after I survive work, I am going to go to the gym, and my reward for going to the gym is I'm going to go celebrate my mom. And my mom's favorite place to go on her birthday was Fridays, and she loved the French onion soup. So I had a big Coors Light and a big bowl of French onion soup in her honor, and I sat at the bar and I just thought about all the good stuff, not focused on all the bad things. So I'm glad that I did that. Then I had to bring Violet to the vet just for some routine vaccines, and she's so funny. So when I was trying to get her to go in, she was like, not doing it. And the lobby was pretty busy. So I made a joke, and I was like, she's thinking, like, the last time you brought me here, I left without my uterus. I'm not going back there again.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone thought that was pretty funny. And when people think I'm funny, like, I like that.
I know, who doesn't?
That boosts me up.
I know, right? It's crazy.
So another thing that, speaking of my mental health and getting out of my slump, is what are you doing?
Nothing.
I started going to therapy, and I just feel like I did not know what depression was until I felt very depressed, and that happened to me in October. I just feel like every aspect of my life was in crisis mode, and that might be an exaggeration, but that's how I felt. I felt everything was suffering. I felt like my work was suffering. I felt like my relationship with Justin was suffering. I feel like my self was suffering. I didn't feel like we were suffering. We're always good. But
I know, right?
I feel like my health is suffering. I feel like, I just haven't been taking good care of myself, and I need to start doing that. So I'm going to be really transparent with you about therapy, because I always wondered, like, what do they do there? What happens? And I was really nervous to go, because I honestly thought, like, I'm going to be honest, and I'm really nervous they might lock me up in the psych ward.
What is that?
The psych ward, it's like where they lock you up.
So if you're a crazy person.
Yeah, if you're kind of, if you have like
mental.
Yeah, like mental stuff.
Okay.
Or like if people, and I didn't want to kill myself, but if people are to the point where they want to end their life, like a lot of those people go on a 72-hour hold at the psych ward. And I wasn't not there, but I did think some of the things I was gonna say, they'd be like, what the fuck? But
So you just didn't say
it was
them?
fine. No, I did.
What'd you say? Unless
I
you don't want to say them.
No, I will. I never, I hate saying I've never wanted to kill myself, but I got to the point where I didn't care if I died. So I felt like if I go to sleep tonight and I don't wake up tomorrow, I really don't care. Minus you. So you are my only concern. And I know that sounds like rude, but in my mind, like I was just like, I have to be here for Mackie. Like you were the thing that kept me going. So anyway, I feel like therapy's been helpful. I feel like I don't cry a lot, and every time I've been there, I cry. Something about this lady, she just brings it out of me, and I really like her. I feel like we have a good connection. I trust her. I feel like she's honest with me. I've told her like my expectations from her are to like tell me when I'm wrong or tell me when I'm being unrealistic. Don't sugarcoat it for me. But I also do need that positive affirmation, like you're doing the right thing, or you're being too hard on yourself, or whatever it is. And so I feel like it's a good balance. I have an appointment this week, and I honestly feel like I don't even know what I'm going to talk to her about because I feel good, but I'm sure 10 minutes after I'm there, she'll have me crying again. But I think it's good. I think I need to get some of that out.
Why does she make you easy to cry?
Because she pulls feelings out of me that are like very buried. Because for so long, I think I just try to be like the strong one, the okay one, be there for everybody else. And yeah, so now I'm going to try to focus on me and my relationship with you. I want to be a better mom. I want to be a better girlfriend. I want to be a better coworker. I want to be a better family member. So that's what I'm trying to do.
I hate that hair.
You have alfalfa hair. If you want to see Mackie's alfalfa hair, check them out on YouTube. On Our Best Behavior is our channel. I think this is our 4th episode on YouTube now. Okay, so, and in my state of depression, like I also like met with a lawyer. This is really fascinating. I learned this because I was like, I need to get all my ducks in a row in case something does happen to me. And I found out that because Mackie is underage, like you're a minor, you're under 18, and I'm not married to Justin, and my parents are both dead, that if I didn't have anything set up, it would go to your dad. And I was like, oh no, how much is that gonna cost? Check signed. Not happening.
You wanted to go to me?
Well, it was go to your dad if I didn't do the paperwork. Now it's all going to go to Justin.
Well, good.
If he doesn't break up with me. Okay.
He won't.
So yeah, so that was whatever. That was a period of time, but I feel like I'm doing better. So thanks for wondering and hoping and praying for me. Then there was a night. Oh, Justin had a lot of basketball stuff going on. So my friend Jen texted me and Emily, and she was like, hey, happy Friday, have a great weekend. And I was like, hey, by the way, you guys, I'm single all weekend. I got no plans. I have no Mackie. I have no Justin. So, and they're like, we don't have anything going on either.
No Jaster.
So we went out to dinner, a Mexican place, because I love Mexican food. I could eat it every single day. It was so good. Clean Plate Club over here. Speaking of not being healthy. And then, like, the girls were like, oh, I'm not done. Like, we should continue on. Like, what's around here? And if you are from here locally in the Anoka County area, I was like, there's this place, and there's this place, and then there's, what are you doing? Are you dancing? You just like to watch yourself on the video?
Yeah, I like to be weird on purpose.
You're good at it.
I know, right?
And so we ended up going to this bowling alley called Blainbrook because the girls are like, oh, they probably have super cheap drinks there. And they did, I think. I paid for the bill, and it was under $100, so I was happy with that.
Wait, when you went to the other place, was it over $100?
The Mexican place?
Yeah.
No, it was under $100 too.
Which one was more worth it?
Well, I mean, I'll always pick food.
Honestly, same.
But with that said, someone's at our front door.
It's probably Justin.
The dogs are barking. So with that said, we're like there, we're having a good old time, and then somebody taps me on the shoulder, and I look behind, and it's Michelle, who is married to Eric, who is Mom's cousin, who is Auntie Peggy's son. And Auntie Peggy, do you remember her? That was Jima's favorite person ever. Her and Reggie, intermittently, but mostly Auntie Peggy. And they're both dead, and it was Eric's was out celebrating his birthday. His daughters were there, who are like of age now, which is crazy to me. And then Mom's other cousin Heather was there, and Eric was there. It was just a good old time. So we were having shots and doing cheers and making toasts and remembering our moms, and it was just a good old time. Aren't you jelly you weren't there? You're not a drink. You don't like drinking, which is smart. So anyway, I just feel like that was happenstance for the week that I had, and it being my mom's birthday that week, and I just felt like, this is amazing. I'm happy, and I like it. I'm happy, and it felt good to feel happy.
I remember when Justin was like,
you have to talk in your mic.
Oh, yeah. There was this time.
Where were you going?
I was going to show him what I did.
Oh, okay, you can in a second.
Like, so me and Mackie were walking out the store, and he's like, I was putting it in my pouch.
Oh. Yeah. I think that's one of those stories where you had to be there to understand.
Yeah, I know.
So, anyway.
He didn't understand what I did. I didn't go like this. I went like this and pointed at the pouch,
yes,
on my sweatshirt. I pointed at the pouch on my sweatshirt.
You are a pouch. So then that same weekend, Justin was busy. You were at your dad's, and so Emily's like, "Hey, I don't know if you are interested, but my family is having a get together. My sister Kelly makes homemade chicken noodle soup, and it's lovely and whatever." So I was like, yeah, I want to go. And I know Emily's parents because Emily's mom took care of you when you were little.
Yeah.
So it was awesome to hang out with them, and it was super fun. Emily's niece is the cutest, smartest little thing I have ever seen in my life. And it was just lovely. And they're like, do you want to come to Thanksgiving? Do you want to come whatever? You're welcome to come to anything. And I was just like, oh, you guys.
Aww.
So that was good.
That's so nice.
That was so nice. Do you want to talk about what happened to you during that week? So we briefly talked about it at the last podcast, the incident that Mackie got in at school. So go ahead. I'm going to let you talk now.
So I got suspended. No, not really, but...
You did! In school suspension.
Yeah. Only for, 5 hours.
Yeah.
And, only because I was recording this kid getting mad at a teacher.
Yeah. So it's against school rules to videotape, record, whatever they call it, other kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Or anything at the school?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Stupid.
Yeah. So I got a call from your school, and I was at work, and I'm like, they call so much with automated stuff, like your kid needs money in their lunch account, school activities are closed because there's 10 inches of snow on the ground right now.
Did you actually get that email?
Yeah,
they said we might have school tomorrow.
They said maybe no school?
Yeah, they said by 9 o'clock they're going to figure it out and tell everyone.
Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that, though, because I have to leave before 9 o'clock. And if the
no,
roads are...
9, tonight.
Oh, tonight. They're going to make the decision? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. What was I going to say about that? Okay, so the whole suspension thing. So I'm like, it's probably just an automated call. So I'm like, hey, this is Kelly. And they're like, hi, Kelly. This is, I don't remember her name, so-and-so. I'm the vice principal at Anoka Middle School for the Arts. And the reason I'm calling you is we had an incident with McCoy. And I'm like, oh, God, what did he do? And they're like, there was an incident with a student, and he recorded it.
Oh wait, when she said student, what were you like? Oh, we got in a fight.
No, I was like, what? I had no idea what it could be.
Oh.
I didn't think that you got in a fight, bro. I'm trying to think now. You're distracting my brain. I can't focus.
What you saying?
So then she's like, so he recorded somebody on his phone, and I'm like, oh yeah, I saw that video. She's like, you did? How did you see it? I'm like, well, he showed it to me. And she's like, when? I'm like, last night. She's like, oh. But you didn't tell me, like, that this was, like, the second time that you recorded something, but you didn't get caught the first time. You got caught this time. So I was confused about that. And so she's like, well, so we just want to let you know that McCoy is going to be suspended. I'm like, suspended? Like, that's pretty extreme. And she's like, oh, we take this very serious. I'm like, what's the consequence for the other student that's involved? Oh, we can't tell you that. Okay, so I was struggling. I was being kind of a mama bear, whatever. But I'm like, all right, you do the crime, you do the time, whatever, fine. But here's my issue with in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension. Do they do detention anymore? Is that a thing of the past where you have to, like, stay after school?
No, I wish it was.
That's what they did.
I'd rather just sat there after school.
Because then you could, like, work on your homework or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think, so let's talk about what do you do in school suspension? Because I think that it is a stupid punishment. Because what do you do in there? It's just taking away from your education.
Honestly, I would just rather do a test than do that.
So did you do work on assignments, or did you just sit
assignments, which I had none.
So then what did you do in there?
I just sat in there.
Stared at the wall?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't.
Is there other people in there, or is it just you?
There's sometimes other people.
Was there when you were in there?
Yeah. And she's like, I'm leaving second hour. And she's like, you can't, your teacher said you can't. And she's like, oh, I need my partner for this test, and I need to finish it. I'll take it back here. And she left. And then she got sent back. She's like, they didn't let me go down in my second hour.
Do you know why the other kids were suspended?
No.
Okay. So anyway, I did some research on in-school suspension and out-of-school suspension, and it says that it's a terrible punishment because it takes you away from your education.
Honestly.
Especially kids with IEPs, which you have. And I feel like there should be a warning. Like, they made you delete that video, which was not even going to go there. And let's just say I still saw it. And I just don't think that that's the best solution. But
just give me detention for like 2 hours after school, or like an hour.
They must not do that anymore because nobody wants to work to staff.
They could have just gave me a tech violation.
What's that?
It's where they take your phone away until the end of the day.
They did take your phone away.
Yeah, I know.
Which that's a whole nother. They shouldn't be able to take your personal property away.
I know, right?
Okay, so that was a big. I was pretty fired up about it.
Well, I mean,
not at you. I called you right away because I'm like, oh, now I'm worried about Mackie. He's gonna be nervous that I'm gonna know, and he's gonna be in trouble, and he's gonna be scared.
Your mom's gonna be mad. I'm like, no, she's not.
Who said that?
My friend's like, you're gonna get in trouble. I'm like, no.
No.
My mom saw that other video, so I'm fine.
I know. I'm like, fine. I know about the suspension. I'm not mad at you, and you're not in trouble at home. But you gotta whatever. You gotta pay the price at school. So
I hated that. I'm never getting caught again.
You didn't say you're never gonna record again.
My friends back me up.
Yeah. No one had your back.
They did the first time because they were like behind me. So.
Yeah. Thanksgiving was great.
Want to see the cooler again?
No. Most people don't watch the YouTube. Most people listen, so
yeah, I know.
They can't see. Thanksgiving, was it good?
Yes.
Did you like playing all those games at Tracy's?
Yes.
Here's my deal.
I have a different game, like the ping pong game.
Like the beer pong game, or the one where you had to get it in the tins?
The one where you had to get in the tins.
So
I have a different.
We have to explain what the game is. No one knows what you're talking about.
All right.
So there was a game where it was like kind of like beer pong, but you bounced the little ping pong ball and it had to go into like a muffin tin, and then whoever had the most balls in the muffin tin at the end of the round won.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So it would be way different. So what you do is there's a game, and you like bounce the ping pong ball, and the first time you have to hit the table once, and you have to grab it, and then you have to hit it twice, and then after the next time you have to hit it 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then whoever messes up loses. Because if you get it under that number, so you're adding an extra bounce on it every time.
So it would have to bounce twice instead of just once?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after twice, you do it 3 times. So you're adding 1 every time. And if it doesn't bounce that much, or bounces over, then you lose.
Okay.
It's actually really hard.
I don't want it to be any harder. So we did like
It'd be way faster.
So
though.
the games. So Tracy. So here's the deal. So Tracy always makes us play games, which I hate. But she's like the best cook I know. So
Honestly,
it's like if I'm gonna go over there and eat, then I have to play the games, and I'm not to the point where I'm willing to not eat to not go.
Honestly.
So there was a trivia game. There was that ping pong muffin tin game. There was the flip cup game. Was that it? 3?
The flip cup game? Yeah.
Yeah,
3.
that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah, and then the turkey test.
Yeah, the trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't do good on that.
I got 4 basically.
Yeah, out of 10. That's a D. That's an F.
Good. Why
Alright.
would I do a test on turkeys ever in my life?
I don't know.
Ever.
Never. What do they call that? Like, not useful information.
Yeah.
Dentist appointment. You had a double whammy dentist appointment yesterday. So you got your teeth cleaned. And did you have cavities at the dentist? You have never had a cavity, have you? Never. That's mind blowing to me. I've had many cavities and I don't eat nearly the shit you eat.
I know.
Are you wiggling your tooth?
Uh-huh.
So then that was the bad news at the dentist. They said, here's the deal. This baby tooth is still in here, and this other tooth is trying to come down. And it's getting all fucked up in there. So they said it's not even loose. Yeah, I know, I can too. I saw it. So they said it's not even loose, and you have 1 month to get it out of there on your own, or I made you a backup appointment for you to get that tooth pulled out. January 3rd, January 2nd, something like that.
Yeah.
So, not cool.
I didn't know that was a tooth.
And you lost so many teeth since
I know.
your last
Didn't
dentist
they say I
appointment?
had to lose like 9 teeth?
Yeah, and now you only have 3 left.
Yeah, so that means I lost 6.
2 on the bottom, 1 on top. You have those 2 on the sides, you gotta
I don't
wiggle.
know how they are.
You don't know?
I don't know these 2.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't
None of them are
know.
loose, so that kind of whatever sucks.
Yeah, I know that.
They're not really worried about your bottom teeth, they're worried about your top teeth. So I don't think they care too much about the bottoms. I don't know if you're going to have
They
braces
said
on the
they're-
bottom.
I'm
I think just on the top.
I'm going to come back in a month, and then...
Yeah, for that.
And then I have 5 months to get these 2 out. Because they said we'll come back in 6 months and see if we need braces.
Yeah, because we keep going to the orthodontist every like 6 to 9 months because they're watching your teeth to figure out when we can put braces on. But you are almost 14, still have baby teeth, don't have a deep voice. Like, I don't think, minus a couple zits, you're not hitting puberty.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I'll take it. Stay little for as long as possible. I'll take that.
I know. It's good.
December 1st is the anniversary of my mom's death. So that'll be a tough day, but I'm trying to focus on all the good things about it. It's Wendy's birthday. I get to start my wine advent
I heard you yell.
calendar.
I heard you yelling, Tyson, it's almost your birthday.
It's almost Tyson's birthday. Yeah.
Wait, what day is it?
December 15th. Justin's birthday, December 14th.
Oh, that's crazy.
It looks like you're gonna suck on the microphone. I'm worried about you over there. So yeah, I'm trying to focus on the good. And then Friday is AJ's first basketball game, varsity basketball game of 2022-23. He's also doing a fundraiser, so if you want to help AJ meet his fundraising goal for Anoka varsity basketball, you can find it on my Facebook page, Kelly Zurich. Maybe I'll share it on our Best Behavior page too. And then on Saturday, you're going to your dad's, but on Saturday we have Casey's birthday party. And he's going to be 6.
7.
No, 6.
I know 6.
So I'm going to pick you up. We're going to go to that. Then we're going to party with Casey. Party. And then I'm going to bring you back to your dad's. And then I'm going to cry.
I know.
And then on Sunday, I'm going to Emily's house to take her Christmas card picture with Hank. And then she's going to make me food, and she's a really good cook, so I'm good with that. Do you have a would you rather for me?
Okay, so this one's like, I couldn't really think of anything, and this one just popped about my mind. Would you rather live in a car or live at a school?
School. You have heat. You have more space.
I mean, your car has heat.
Kitchen. Yeah,
You could take out the back seats, and you could take out the back for the
way more room in a school.
thing that leads
There's
to
a
the back.
cafeteria, because, I care about food a lot. There's all the stuff you need at school. Not in a car. Not in the winter. Not if you can't afford gas. If you're living in your car, it's because you don't have any money, right? Right? I don't know. Are you living in a car?
I mean, unless you, park it somewhere where there's, no snow on the ground, in, a little, sheltered
if
area.
you live in this state, it's still going to always be cold.
I mean, unless you move, because you do got a car, so you can drive.
If you have money for gas.
Yeah.
So what are you picking?
I'm going to pick school.
Okay, see?
Because I'm young.
Told ya.
And I don't have a car.
That's true.
And if I was gonna do this, I would sell my car and I'd buy a big van. Maybe even a school bus.
Would you get some kitties and some candy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would say
School
free
bus?
candy on it. No, it would say free gas because gas is so expensive.
It's getting cheaper though. I just filled up my tank the other day, and it was like $3.15 a gallon, and I thought that was cheap. Okay. Are you ready for my joke? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Ow.
What did the cop say to the man peeing in public? He said, "You're in trouble." Get it? Urine, pee.
Oh
you're
my
in
God.
trouble.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble. That's you. Not for peeing outside, just for recording people at school. All right.
Stupid.
I'm Kelly. This is Mackie. Oh. The love of my life.
Wait, you gotta see something. There
Okay.
we go.
Hurry up.
This is my pouch. And this is my cooler.
If you want to see all Mackie's his pouch, his cooler,
This
and
is
all
my
his
pouch.
facial expressions, you can search on Our Best Behavior on YouTube. Well, let's shout out. We don't shout out our social medias very often. We are on Instagram on our _best behavior. What else do we have? I have not been on Twitter. We have a Facebook page on Our Best Behavior. We have a TikTok on Our Best Behavior.
We do.
Anything
On
else?
our best behavior.
Mackie is on Xbox, MacDog3891. I think that's all we have for you.
I think it is too.
Okay. Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
All right, good job. I'm going to make sure that I stop